This is a replica of the Roselle Park station that I built for my New Jersey transit route, which is still unfinished because I'm still trying to figure out how to get the Raritan Valley Line trains on the Northeast Corridor. On AI mode, they have trouble changing the switches so that they can make it to the correct platform at Newark. But for now, I'm just showing you how I actually built this station. Now, one problem sorry about that. This mouse keeps acting up. Anyway, one problem I have with this type of station on AI mode is these switches. At Roselle Park Station and a Union Station, they have switches like these, where one switch is for the passenger trains entering the station, the other one's for the freight trains. And the way one engineer described it to me, the reason why these switches are set up is because the freight trains have wider clearances than the passenger train. So if they were to use the switch on the left, then the freight train would apparently hit the platform. That's why they have these extra platforms to switch the freight trains away from the station. Now, for some reason, the AI trains think this is a siding, so the freight trains from passenger station automatically switch to the left. To get them to keep the switch the way I want it to be, there's something special I had to do. I had to put up a priority marker on the right track and set it up to a priority of 3, and then tell the freight trains to switch their priority to 3. They automatically take the correct track when I do that. However, to make sure they still didn't make the mistake of using the track on the left, I put another priority marker here and set it to 2, and put all the New Jersey Transit trains on that same priority so that they know to take the track on the left. Now, for some reason, the trains on this game have a glitch on AI mode that after they stop at the station, they reverse back out of the station and then past the station going forward. To fix that glitch, I put an invisible signal here facing in reverse, and then a track direction marker behind the signal facing the correct direction. That way the signal will always say red so that they can't back out. They can't back up. It's going to tell them the line ahead has a track direction marker facing against us, and it'll receive the message that it should go forward. Of course, with this station, I put a track mark here to tell the trains where to stop. Now, when getting the freight trains to go through the station, there's what I did was I gave them a portal and had them go and put the portal outside of the scenery so you can't see it happening, but then they would run into the scenery and go through the 2 stations at Roselle Park and Union. Now, one problem I had when I first used this was the freight trains would not give the passenger trains permission to use the tracks. To fix that problem, I had to change the intervals in which the trains actually use the track, so that there was at least one interval where there was one time where the train wouldn't be using the track and it would let them on the main line. To do that, I had to make it at least 15 minutes between the freight trains any closer, and they would not give the passenger trains permission to use the line. So that's how I set up this station.